was sad to see him go. And he drove back to West Dallas, where the houses all in rows, where the days flit by like gray winter birds. And he forwarded his mail, paid the bills, took out the gun, and he went to a place where nothing hurts. 4 years on shoveled sidewalks and unmowed lawn, 4 walls enclosed in perfect desolation. 4 years you'd think someone might have noticed something gone. 4 years of most mundane transmutation. Dust thou art, gone back into the ashes of stars.
No, thank you for supporting my independent art. Famous movie director Steven Spielberg. I'll send my girl right over to pick up that generous check. Okay, bye. Hi, I'm Matthew Grimm. You might know me from rock and roll or perhaps profanity-strewn Facebook rants. But don't you wish making a new record was just that easy? Well, if you don't have a trust fund or a good ass or weren't arbitrarily selected to show off your karaoke skills on primetime TV, it's a little tougher to make music in big corporation-ravaged America. That's why I'm reaching out to you, the independent arts patron, via crowdsourcing website Indiegogo, to ask you to do what Steven Spielberg won't because he's probably a jerk. Help me make my new record, Songs in the Key of Your Face. This is a different kind of recording project for me, and not just because I'm sober this time. It's a joke. I am by no metric sober. But it's different, first of all, because this whole thing started off as kind of a challenge to myself. An experiment to see if I could jerry-rig a studio here in my apartment, teach myself new skills, software, refine a methodology needed to make an honest-to-God record that sounds like I didn't make it in my apartment. And this thing is different too because it's a mix of new original tunes, like the one you heard earlier, and some covers that I just initially started playing around with to refine this process. So new, pretty distinct arrangements of some of my favorite songs by my favorite songwriters: Billy Bragg, Woody Guthrie, Mark Knopfler, Steve Van Zandt, Townes Van Zandt, no relation, obviously. And as big a challenge as anything else, of course, I've played with great musicians most of my career. But with this, I wanted to push to see what I could do musically, in a soup to nuts kind of way. Which is not to say I didn't get invaluable help on skill parts from friends, Pete Mancini, Mick Hargraves, Brandon Parkhurst, big mic assists from Stephanie Chakowski and Trevor Swallish. But for the most part, I built these songs from rhythm section up through keyboards, guitars, and of course vocals. The net of that, as you see here, turns out to be a really low nut for my fundraising goal, because my biggest overhead on this project is limited to post-production stuff: printing, mastering, mechanical royalties, which of course I need to pay to do the cover songs. So whether that's a good investment on your part, roll the dice. But what am I asking really? If you've got a few extra bucks, let's be clear: Planned Parenthood or Bold Progressives or Move to Amend or your local food bank need your dough way more than I do, so please give generously. If you got some left over after that, even if it's $5, I'm going to be getting everybody some cool swag for helping out with this, so anything helps. But the big super perk is kind of the other cool thing about this whole Megillah, like a whole sort of second tier to the project, which is, if you contribute $100, I will let you long distance produce a new stripped down interpretation of any of my old songs of your choosing, just for you. In other words, select whatever from my library of songs, a Hangdog song, a Matthew Grimm and the Red Smear song, whatever. And using the same recording methodology that I'm making this record with, right here in the apartment, I will do up a cover, effectively, of one of my own songs. I'll bounce some mixes off you to make sure it sounds like how you want it to sound. And when it does, I will send you your very own MP3 for keeps. And you can put that on your computer machine and impress your friends. Your friends won't know who the hell I am. But that doesn't matter. You'll know how cool it is. Now, the even cooler thing, if it's even possible to get cooler than that, is what this also does is it starts a new record. The more people who select the $100 Super Mega Perk, the more I start getting together from your suggestions a whole new record to sort of strip down greatest hits thing, which, let's face it, it's not literally possible since I've never had a hit. But I'll go you one better off that. If somebody else selects the song you want to hear before you get to it, you select another one, and I will send you both songs once they're done. Bonus. So just blue skying, if we have 10 people select the $100 Ultra Platinum Plus perk, and I promise deliver you the songs by, say, end of summer, by end of summer, we're that much closer to a new album, and you'll have producer credit on that album. But not points, because points off nothing is, in fact, nothing. So that's pretty much the deal. Hope you can help. There's more details over here, or maybe over here. If not, thanks for taking a look at the whole schmear, and hopefully I'll see you down the road. Maybe even play in your house, because I will play people's houses now. You might even pay me not to play your house. Probably the second one is more likely.